Is there anyone in the golf space that you wish to collaborate with or work alongside with?
Charlie is a badass. She's such a badass.
Charlie Hull.
She's such a badass.
Yeah, she's so tough.
And I like that because so often you're forced, and you can speak on this too, forced to maybe be more feminine in certain spaces than you'd probably like to be as an athlete. Like there are times where I'm focused. I don't want to have to worry about appeasing anybody else, because when I'm being competitive, it's not to put down the other softer side of me. But while I'm playing this damn game, like, no, I'm not here to make everybody else happy. And when I watch her play, she plays her game.
Yeah, she really does just play her game.
And that's what makes, but that's what it's all about. One thing I'll tell you that I've learned about golf is that it's selfish as fuck.
It really is.
You have to not care. You need to walk onto that course like it's yours. Every hit is yours. Every putt is yours. Everything is yours. And the moment that you're worried about what anybody else is thinking, it's not your game anymore. You are either going to be good or be a good time, in my opinion.
That's a good point.
That is it.
And it's fine. It doesn't matter what you want to do.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
But when I look at her, it makes me feel more comfortable in my competitiveness. It makes me feel more seen, more settled in the fact that I'm like, yeah, I like her vibe. I don't always want to run around and being happy and smiley. Like, nah, I'm here to get this game. I'm competitive. She's powerful. I like her attitude. So she's someone that I just would like to be around because I think that she's dope. And as an athlete, she trains hard off the course. She also has a good time off the course. She feels like she's a really balanced person. And that's refreshing to see.
I love that. No, I could definitely attest to that. We're going to have to make that happen. Yeah. We got to get her in front of you. I think that she'd love you. Well, everyone, please welcome Nikki Blades to the party. I am very excited to have you. This is actually our first time really even like sitting down and getting to know one another. So I'm really excited for this next hour to just get to know you, share your story. And fun fact, you are actually my last guest of the season. So we are ending strong.
That's right.
Don't you know?
I feel special now. It's official.
Oh, she's so special. Anyways, so we actually like to begin every podcast with a little bit of foreplay. So we have rapid fire questions.
Okay.
You ready? Okay. All right. Golf or radio?
Golf.
Okay. Hawaii or California?
Hawaii.
Oh, I know. I love Hawaii. All right. Favorite food?
Sushi. Japanese.
Really?
All day.
You're a foodie too.
Big time foodie.
Okay. I love that. All right. Food scene in SF or LA?
Don't kill me. SF. SF, we have the most Michelin star restaurants in the country.
Yeah.
It's amazing. Our culinary scene is top tier.
I believe that.
Yeah.
Okay. Morning tea time or afternoon tea time?
Afternoon.
Afternoon. Me too.
Yeah, afternoon.
All right. Driver or putter?
Driver.
I know.
Yeah.
It's the best when you got to tee it up, tee it high, let it fly. All right. On-course playlist. What's on it? Go-to songs.
It's been a lot of Key Glock lately on repeat. And then Kehlani.
Kehlani's my girl.
Yeah.
I know. She's good.
Right now, it's just folded on repeat.
Good.
Yes.
She is good, I will say.
Yeah.
All right. Last one. What's one DM you've gotten that has made you just laugh out loud?
It was someone famous sliding in my DMs asking when we're going to link up, and they've been asking the same question for about 5 years now.
And you just won't give it time of day?
No, it's not that. It's like I swear they keep forgetting that they keep asking me the same question.
Oh.
They keep asking me.
There's one thing, and it just...
This every couple of months, I'll get one of those messages from them, and I'm like, do you not know who you're talking to?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you not see your previous message just right above?
Yeah, I don't know. That's how I know someone's hiding stuff. You must clear out your inbox. But I laugh every single time. It's just so funny to me.
Oh, well, we'll get into that. That's more like the end of the pod talk. But we got to start where we got to start, and that is, how did you even get into golf?
A friend of mine who plays a different sport is into it. Right. I got to go check him out at the ACC in Tahoe.
Oh, okay. Okay, so he played in it.
He played in it. And when I saw them play, I just knew that their background was in a different sport. And I knew that they got into golf later in life. And I was watching. I was like, the environment was way different than I thought golf was going to be. Just the overall event was really cool. And
it's a good event,
it's
ACC.
A really good event. And me, arrogantly enough, I saw people that weren't athletes, that had really diverse backgrounds. I'm like, well, if they can do it, I think I can do it. And then when I made that decision from being in that space, I just got a lot of love from people around me that were interested, that already golfed, and they were like, okay, yeah, let's go. So I kind of had no choice but to embrace it because so many people were very welcoming and accepting.
I love that.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
But that's how I started. And then I'm talking about 3-hour range sessions.
We're full-blown grinding right now.
It was one of those things, like you have too much support to not just
Like
try to do. Yeah.
Wait, so how many years now have you been playing?
Year 3 as of July.
Okay, and so then, you went to the ACC, which for those of you who don't know, that's the American Century Championship.
Yes.
It's a really, really fun event where you mix in celebrities, some retired pros, and they go out and play against each other. Steph Curry usually crushes it over there. Tony Romo crushes it, right?
Michael Pena this year was crazy.
Yeah.
You know the year that Steph hit that hole-in-one?
Yes.
I was there.
Oh, okay.
That was the one.
Got it.
So the environment was electric. I
Yes.
just didn't understand how the golf scene was because I played other sports. And golf is just always seen as it's very quiet. It's very prestige, prestigious. It's everybody stand up straight, put your collared shirts on. It's not at all what I was expecting, but I saw where it was going. And you were actually one of the people that I saw online showing golf in a different way.
I love that. I don't know. I did not. This is news. This is new news to me.
When I met you, I was really excited because you're into fitness. I was watching all of your fitness videos. I was seeing the golf added in. You're doing the trick shots. You're doing the little lessons. It was just like I had never seen that. And then as you were really leaning more into the social media side of golf, I was watching you work with all these celebrities and athletes. And then I saw the opportunity in the space to grow outside of just being a professional. It was showing how people were pulling in from all these different directions and the power of social media plus, your diverse background.
Right.
So that was inspiring to me. I was like, oh, there's a space for this.
Yes.
And it was like a combination. A lot of things started to click.
Wait, so what other sports have you played?
Volleyball, softball, basketball.
This is like high school we're talking about?
Travel.
College?
Okay. So I played travel, softball, and volleyball since I was like 7 or 8.
Oh, wow.
I traveled all over the U.S. getting that opportunity to play at an extremely high level. And then I played basketball, softball, volleyball in junior high and in high school, and then volleyball and softball in college.
You really did play like all the sports.
Yes.
Like, okay, so you were an athlete through and through. So I feel like picking up golf, like I will say that golf is probably one of the hardest sports naturally to pick up. But when I watch your swing, it's very clear that like you are an athlete and you clearly like to practice.
Yes.
So how much are you practicing and playing these days?
Well, I have decided to take it to the next level. I'm partnering with Chris Como.
I love Chris Como.
Chris is so dope.
He's so good. He's a phenomenal, very renowned golf instructor.
Yes.
And he does it like holistically too. Like he will make you work on your fitness and your game and your mental and outside your life, inside your life. Like that is for serious.
Yes. And then his Como Coaching Golf Academy out in Dallas.
Okay.
So I just got back yesterday.
From training with him?
Yes.
No way.
Yesterday with him and his team. It was a lot. For 2 days, it was just a lot to take in.
Like information overload kind of thing?
In a good way.
Okay.
It was in the best way possible, very digestible, the way that we went about it. But that's to the level that I'm taking it.
And so what is your goals now with golf? Like for your game?
For my game?
Yeah. Like what are you trying to achieve like a certain handicap? Do you want to compete even, or are you just doing this for you?
No. Competition.
Really?
If I don't do it, then how am I supposed to be able to relate to those who have, in my mind?
Yeah.
I want to be able to have my own shows eventually surrounded around golf. But I want to go through the grind of what it takes to get to that position so that when we're having a conversation, I can understand what you've gone through.
Yeah.
But I want to be able to understand it. Golf is just such a complicated sport. There's so much to learn. There's so much history. There's just technically equipment.
Yes.
There's no real way to just take it in this short amount of time if you don't actively do it.
Right.
So I want that experience with those who have done it.
That's amazing. So that was your first lesson.
My first lesson with them, yeah.
Yeah. And so this is going to be like a frequent occurring, like how, like every month type thing?
Once a month I'll be flying out to Dallas to go work with them. But like most swing coaches, you got the check-ins, we're going through the workouts.
A lot of work to be done in between.
It was, I don't like using the word humbling because it wasn't a humbling experience, but it was one where I have to give myself grace, and I have to give myself
Yes.
the patience, and
Absolutely.
because I trust and believe the individuals that I'm working with.
Mm-hmm.
When you got 6 pairs of eyes and a whole group of pros.
Yeah, this is a different level of coaching, y'all. This isn't just like, hey, can you check out my swing?
No. I'm on plates. We got
We're checking out like your weighting systems.
Yes.
Yeah, this
At
is
one
serious.
point, I'm watching what looks like EA basketball on the screen, and they got me swinging these things. I got these dots on my head, and it's just, by the way, Texas is hot as shit, y'all.
Yeah.
It's hot as shit in Texas. And I wore all black. I was like, oh, I got to be on camera. I'm going to look. No, I was like this.
It's not even about looking cute anymore.
No. Which also, can we talk about that part of the game?
Yeah, of course.
Can we please? Because this is the learning curve.
Mm-hmm.
I believe that when you are mixing being on camera with performance, those are 2 different things.
Very much so.
And especially when it comes to golf.
Mm-hmm.
What is my hair going to do? Am I in a hat? Am I in a visor? How long does this skirt have to be? Can I wear pants? What are these socks going to do? Am I worried about tan lines today?
Yeah.
Did I put sunscreen on? This shit is making me sticky. Why does this glove not feel well? These shoes don't feel comfortable. I need,
Yes.
what?
That is so facts. And I love that you bring that up because, the athlete mindset, it's like you do your best to never complain, right? You don't want to be problematic or anything like that. But this is real shit. Like, I can't tell you how hard it is. Like, when you're on TV and you're trying to golf and it's hot as shit, and then you're trying to golf with your hair down because you're going to do a stand-up in a second. God forbid the wind is blowing the wrong way. And then you're just like talking and your hair is doing all this and you're trying to be cute. You're trying to hit a shot. I can't see anything. I might miss the ball right now.
Bucket hats. Why is all of this is messing me up? Okay.
Yeah.
And if it doesn't feel tight enough to my head, I'm losing my mind.
Yes. There's a lot to think about. There's a lot of moving parts, and it's like it's already one thing to be good at golf, and then to be self-conscious of being good at golf and talking to the camera is a whole other thing. So I'm just saying that there needs to be a lot more appreciation. All right, it's hard.
And then what you think golf looks like, what you think it looks like from a fun perspective is like the outfits of this. Girls are wearing their hair downs or first off, if I see a girl with a full beat and her hair down, that is a filming day.
Yeah,
that is not this girl.
She is here to look cute and only play minimal holes. Probably just ride in the cart.
And I love that for her.
Yeah.
But I hate that for me because I'm like, my hair is naturally curly. I have been in the process of trying to figure out what is going to look good. By the way, women's golf clothing, yours, thank you for sending me.
You looked amazing in it.
Thank you.
Thank you for rocking it.
Thank you. But it's just like, it's so hard to find. And then a lot of companies aren't putting functional clothing out there.
I agree.
It's very cute, but it's like country club cute. I can't play in it because the way that it sits on my hips, my stomach's going to come out. I'm not going to be able to wear this to a country club, which, by the way, I've already gotten into trouble. And I was in dress code, except I'm just long.
Yeah,
so
you
my
are tall.
Skirts, yes.
You are tall.
So I'm having to learn, like, I don't like golf pants necessarily. There's not a lot of
options.
Not a lot of options.
Yeah.
I like the ones that you came out with, more of like the trouser style.
Look. Yeah,
yes.
I was like, okay, on and off the course, trying to solve a problem here.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm glad that I could talk to you about it because you can't talk to the guys. A polo, shorts, pants,
and they
belt.
wear that on and off the course too.
I'm just like, y'all ain't got no other clothes.
Like,
I could tell you golf tad, okay.
That's so funny. We're like at celebrity golf events, and we're like, okay, I was just in the sun for 7 hours. I'm 10 shades darker.
Yes.
I got a hat line, and then I got to look hot in an hour.
Oh my God.
What am I gonna do with my hair?
And right now, I'm in the process of trying to define my uniform.
Yeah. Okay.
That's what I'm trying to define.
To find your style kind of thing?
Yeah.
Okay.
See what works, what doesn't,
Yeah.
what I like. And because I want to eliminate as many excuses as possible.
For sure.
When I play.
Yeah.
And I personally enjoy being, in the comfy, like more of the menswear side of it. I actually prefer dressing that way. I think the men have it made.
Yes.
As far as fashion and golf goes.
I agree. They're always like one step. I mean, men's clothing has always been kind of like one step ahead in golf, and so I feel like now is kind of like the year where women's clothes is stepping up. It's really just about how do we make it functional? How do we eliminate some problems, like you said? I think the tan line thing is like such a real thing. Like as of now, a brand owner, that's all I'm thinking about too, right?
Okay.
It's like, how can I create sun sleeves that make sense, but maybe like isn't going to make you feel hot? Maybe it's just going to put a sun sleeve on top. You know what I mean? So we're working on it. We're thinking about it, and I am with you. We are gonna have to literally sidebar this because I'm gonna take some notes. Because you not that long ago you were just a beginner golfer. What advice would you give other women who maybe are still intimidated to get into it, or maybe just need that little bit of encouragement to get into the game? Because you just you dove in. Clearly you're kind of like an all-in person. I'm an all-in person. I'm like, I like this, and you just do it.
Yeah.
But like, what advice could you give to some ladies?
Find other friends, family members, people you know that are already doing it, and latch on.
Yeah.
It is a difficult place to get into. There are times where I've just played my first 9 holes by myself.
I love that you did that, by the way.
That was nerve-wracking.
Really? I feel like it should be really peaceful.
There's an invisible person behind me rushing me at all times.
That's interesting. Okay.
That's what it felt like the first time I went. Again, we're our own worst critics. But going out there and then still feeling like, well, how does the pace go? There's a lot that I don't know. I've never really asked what playing by yourself looks like. I'm still the type of person that's like, hey, can you help me find my ball? Hey, watch my ball. Oh, what the hell are you here for? You ain't helping me watch my ball. So imagine I'm like,
by yourself.
Hit the ball straight. Because ain't nobody here to help you find
only
balls.
up to me to find this.
Right? I'm like, well, this better be an easy, flat course because I'm not about to be in Narnia trying to find this ball by myself. But, it's easier said than done to find a community, which takes time.
Yes.
And that's trial and error. There have been people I've started golfing with that I will never golf again with. There are people that I've may have not given a chance to yet that I'm going to probably love spending time with. But if you have some friends or anybody you know that has even picked up a golf club and you can just be around, that's the best way. And then you start to shape your game.
I love that. Just don't go alone. Right?
Don't go alone.
It's so much fun when you're doing, especially if you're starting out with another person who is starting out with you. I think it's such a fun journey when you get to do it together.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think that's awesome.
Yeah. And research. And I only say that because there's so many unwritten rules.
Yeah, that's a good point.
How the driving ranges work when it comes to wardrobe, when it comes a lot of those things. So I would say following accounts like yours helps a lot because you can kind of start to see okay, maybe I'm not familiar with the golf space, but you start to look at some people that are that have done it and you've given tips, and that's really nice. And because I had so many helpful people around me, that is why I was able to get to where I'm at currently.
Yeah. And so for those of you who don't know, Nikki is a media personality. You may see her on the social medias, radio host, podcast host, model, all these things. But I would love to know just where did you even start?
Sports was really the driving force into me transitioning into modeling. So when I was playing softball, that is what I wanted to do. Okay. I thought I was always going to be a professional athlete in one way or another. I was going to figure it out. But one thing I knew about a lot of women that were in the sports space is that essentially they were all models.
Right.
They all were models because you're going to get a brand deal. That's what it is. So that was always something that I realized was a part of the game. So I started modeling after I was playing sports.
Got it.
So the modeling helped lead to one of the competitions that I did. So Maxim Magazine.
Right.
I was named one of the top 10 hottest girls in America.
That's right. I know that's right. That's crazy. So this is how long ago?
When Instagram was getting started.
Okay,
it was
all right. So it's probably a decade ago.
Yeah,
probably. Yeah.
But that was the thing that launched me into really my career.
Got it.
So
Maxim, you mean?
Maxim.
Okay.
Yeah. So Maxim was using Instagram to help get voting and to diversify and show personality. So they used Instagram in order to do that. We had all these videos and things we had to do. So then that's how I got started in social media. And then social media helped lead me to television. So I did Wild 'N Out.
Right.
And then I'd work with okay, you're Filipino.
Yes.
Mixed TV?
Yes.
I was on Mixed Rated.
Wait, really?
Yeah, with Joey Gila and Keiko Olingas. Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Did you know that I worked with them? Yeah. I had my own series with them for a hot sec before they switched it up.
I was there too.
What? Which, those of you who don't know what we're talking about, I'm mind blown because Mixed TV was a smaller entity that was a Filipino-American media company, and Filipino-American. You have Filipino in you. And
Mom's
so,
side.
Mom's side.
Yeah.
Wait, what is your full cultural background?
Hawaiian, Chinese, Irish, Filipino. Then there's like a bunch. There's black. I'm mixed with a lot
You're
of
a
things.
mix. Okay,
I'm
I
a
love
mix.
it.
Yeah, but mainly, identify as far as culture. Home is Hawaii.
Yes.
So the Hawaiian, Chinese, Filipino has always been really, really strong.
Yeah, big there.
So mixed TV.
Yes. Okay.
So that's that was the first time that I was on television.
Okay.
And then I did Wild 'N Out.
Mm-hmm.
I was a Wild 'N Out girl.
Okay.
But while all that's happening, social media is going.
That was like the
There's
one constant.
Yeah, social
okay.
media is really the catalyst between all these different endeavors.
Mm-hmm.
And Snapchat used to be a big thing.
Yes.
So I love just talking on Snapchat. I would just be
Okay.
going off, talking, the rants.
yeah, yeah.
Kind of what everybody does on TikTok now.
Yeah.
I was doing that on Snapchat.
Got it.
So a friend of mine, he was in the radio station
Okay.
in Stockton.
Okay.
And he was like, his name is Jeff Bayani, another Filipino. And I'd work with him on some other stuff, but he was like, Nikki, you should really try radio. And I'm like, I just did television. What do you mean? What am I going to do? Why am I going to go do radio?
Gonna take my face off now?
What? So he somehow convinced me to go. Next thing, it was, what'd I go? Overnights, weekends, afternoons, middays to morning within like 4 to 5 months.
Okay.
I got into the morning radio within like 6 months of getting into radio.
Wow.
Yeah. And then from that, I did, Tim asked me to be on No Chaser.
Got it. Wait, okay, so but
Because
back
this
up.
is all like, again, this is like kind of like all happening at the same time.
But then how did you meet Tim? And when we were talking about Tim, we're talking about, I only know him as Timothy Daily Ghetto.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah. I just know it as Daily
okay.
Ghetto.
That's Tim.
It's
Just
Tim. It's Tim, yeah. He was also on Wild 'N Out, by the way.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I started flying out back and forth from
Bay to LA.
Bay to LA and made that happen.
Mhm.
And then No Chaser was still doing to this day.
Yeah.
From there, I ended up leaving Stockton, doing radio in San Francisco, bigger
Okay.
market 4,
Sure.
big main warnings. Amazing.
Mm-hmm.
I left that a year and a half ago.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Stepped
Got it.
away. From there, I got to host Ridiculousness.
Wow.
And I feel like I was one of the only people that hosted that
Mm-hmm.
wasn't a comedian and didn't have like 1 million followers.
Right.
So I was very thankful to be able to be in the position that I was in, knowing I'm looking around, I'm like, okay, hey, if I'm in this room, then that's a good sign.
That absolutely. And
Yeah.
then was that like a 1 episode thing? Was it a series thing?
I did 4.
You did 4.
I did 4 episodes.
That's
yeah,
so cool.
I did 4 episodes. It was amazing. I will say that I wish I would have celebrated it more. But while you're in it, sometimes it's hard. You don't want to be braggy.
Sure.
And while I was at the radio station, it was a conflict. I would say they weren't very supportive of it. I wish I would have gotten the support. I don't mind saying it because I've been away for a while. There was a full meeting on whether or not we should even mention me doing television on the morning show.
Wow.
And it's crazy because essentially when you're doing morning radio, you're sharing your life with these people.
Yeah, absolutely.
They knew about every time my dad was in the hospital or my sister, and just you share so much. And that was a moment that I wish we would have leaned into more, but they didn't. It was a lot of pushback.
Yeah.
So I do Ridiculousness.
Mm-hmm.
We have the podcast going.
Yeah.
Then I do my first tournament in Hawaii. I'm still working in radio while these things are happening.
Got
And
it.
it got to a point to where it was like, you're doing a lot outside of here.
And
and
they
it-
didn't want that.
No,
Even though you were still giving them your time,
absolutely.
they were just,
It was,
they just want you to be so committed to only radio.
yeah, and there was a conversation of, I'm just being transparent. I've never
Sure.
really gotten to speak about it. It was like, they didn't want me to come off like I thought I was better than the people listening to us. And that felt hurtful because I was somebody that used to listen to these people growing up, and they
Yeah.
were so ambitious. You got like Angie Martinez, which shout out to her, who's in the golf
Yeah,
space as
Yeah,
well.
literally. Yeah, we got to have her on the pod, and
Yes.
that was very,
Love, I love Angie.
Yeah.
So you're looking at all these people, and they've always ventured outside of just radio. Most people started in radio. You got Steve Harvey, you got Oprah, you got Wendy Williams, you got Ryan Seacrest.
Sure.
And that was, to me, what I thought I was doing.
Mm-hmm.
You start here, and you continue to grow, and you bring it back home.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, it just wasn't meshing well. And then eventually I ended up leaving to really lean into social media, creating
Sure.
television, just multimedia and golf. So when I sat with the boys and they understood what was going on and the pressure that I was being put under to step away.
I love them for that, though.
They were so supportive. And they also knew too, when you're speaking to just such a wide range of people every morning, from a corporate level, I'm not upset at the fact that they did ask me to choose. That's their priority is themselves.
Sure.
that's what they had to do.
Right.
And they saw their talent that was, in other spaces that they didn't necessarily agree with. Our topics are controversial. It's definitely not safe for work, what we're talking about on the station. And I'm working with people that work with, we're talking to kids, and we have, so I got it from a business perspective.
Yeah.
And so did the boys. And I could not imagine staying there longer than I did. I'm so thankful for the time that was spent there.
Sure.
It gave me credibility. It gave me so many skills. It taught me discipline to another level. It's understanding the entertainment space as a business, not just as a creator.
Sure.
What goes into a morning show, that dedication is, you can't get that back, which is why so many people that have started in radio have transitioned into successful positions, because they get the business side and the day-to-day.
Yeah.
So I did it, and then was lucky enough to say, okay, I'm not going to come back, but I'll be respectful enough to go on the air and do my job. Most people don't ever get that. Once you decide not to come back, they kick you off because it's live.
Yeah.
And you can really mess something up. But they were kind enough to let me thug it out, go and get a final goodbye, close out my time like
properly.
Yeah. And not a lot of people get that opportunity. So I was very grateful for that. Like, take away everything that I learned and then now use those skills to now apply to this next chapter of my life.
And that's right. And I feel like some people are not willing to pivot or to accept change. And I think in this industry, if so long as this is where we want to be for however long, I think one of the biggest things, or the best things you could do for yourself, is to be willing to pivot. And that is quite literally your dream. It is. It's amazing.
I went from such a strict structure. I had a very strict dad who did not let me do anything, and it took a lot of unlearning, and I wasn't always
open.
No, you said something earlier.
Yeah, we were on the way in, and because you said you didn't book your flight out, and I was like, look at you, you're just so easy, and you're like, I wasn't always like that.
Hell no. What? And I'm not talking about like, the last 5 years. I'm talking about like in the last couple of months, like really losing my father. And I was there with him till his final breath. We all were there, and that's the type of moment that I feel like I fulfilled one part of my life already. I served my purpose. I did the best I possibly could. I have zero regrets when it comes to my father's life and our relationship. I gave everything I possibly could. And so with that said, I was gifted the ability to say goodbye. So if I don't move forward and understand, like, okay, you did that part, now you need to be open.
Yeah.
You now have to live for yourself. What does freedom look like to you? And when I constantly tried to control situations that I had really no control over, I was only making myself upset.
Right.
So I had to start learning how to make these adjustments, because it's just me. I mean, yes, there's friends and family, but really at the end of the day, it's just you.
Right.
And I didn't like how I was feeling when I didn't have control over a situation.
For sure.
So I started putting things in place that would allow me to have more leeway. So I didn't have to book my flight because I already have something in place to where it's like, it's okay. Yeah. I move things around in case the schedule changes.
Right.
So it's like control of the uncontrollable.
Yes, I completely understand that. But what a beautiful, like, awakening and lesson for you to have had in such a huge moment of grief, but you're able to find such beauty in that and literally basically unravel like a new version of yourself, through that. That's so beautiful. So now that you are in the golf space, essentially like your own golf personality, golf influencer, how has the space treated you? How have you enjoyed the events, other women in the space? Give me everything.
Still learning and meeting new women in the space. There's very few, and far between. Unless you are really open and friendly, I don't know if it's the easiest to build a community sometimes. I'm out in the Bay, so I'm not really running into a lot of women.
That's true.
And then golf is a very isolating sport anyways. You have to actively go to meet up with other women, and I'm trying to grow that part, and I'm making new friends. I wasn't always the most friendliest when it came to people. I will be 1,000% honest. Girls are complicated.
That is true.
They're complicated.
Try dating them.
I have. Yes, I know.
I know.
Never mind. I've had girlfriends before. I get it.
That's so funny.
But the women in the space, I would say we all have a little bit of an armor up.
I think you know what, this is such a different perspective, so I like to hear this.
Yeah, because I don't want to bullshit everybody with saying that it's like, yeah, it's just like this big, welcoming, loving community. I wasn't always as welcoming. I came in from, you know, when you think about modeling and you think about entertainment, not everybody's the friendliest.
Yeah, it's tough, and it's tough.
You know,
women are tough.
People are tough.
People are tough.
People are tough, and I say I'm shy. A lot of people like to disagree, but when it comes, they're like, no, you're not. But it took a long time because I was so defensive when it came to women and like other aspects of my life that it was not the most comfortable for me to always make a lot of female friends.
Sure.
So the golf space and where I'm at now is very different than when I first started.
Yeah.
I would say now I'm way more comfortable. I'm way more welcoming because I've had some time in the game, and I don't feel as intimidated by those who have played, or, you know, I'm super self-conscious when it comes to being out there. I don't want to do bad, but
none of us do, but it's okay.
But I felt like because I was so new, and then I'm like shy in the sense of like, oh, I don't want nobody thinking that I'm like messing up or whatever. And where I started versus where I am now are two very different places. And I love where we're shifting.
Yes.
And I feel like a lot of women are being more welcoming to each other. Of course, with anything, there's going to be people you like and people you don't like.
Absolutely.
But I don't think I have anyone I don't like right now.
That's good.
Yeah.
That's good.
I feel like I ain't got no beef. Let's just so you know. If you got beef with me, that's you. I don't got beef with nobody. Just
doesn't know about it.
Just so you know, I like you. Okay.
There you go.
My face may say otherwise, which I feel like that is a thing. I don't have the friendliest face.
Well, you have a very beautiful face, so
Thank
maybe
you.
that's also intimidating at the same time, you know?
In my head, I'm not thinking about that because I'm just like, do. Sometimes I'm like bebopping around, just trying to eat something. But I've learned to open myself up more to the idea of maybe other women that have felt the same way.
Absolutely.
That I felt.
Yeah.
And then understanding it is sometimes hard for us to talk to each other. Let's just be real. Like,
yeah, no, it's true.
It is not the easiest. And then when you're in a male-dominated space, this is the constant. We're all girls that been around the dudes for so long that every once in a while we forget how it is to kick it with the girls.
That's true.
And I've never played with I've maybe one time played in an all-girl group. One time.
Okay, we'll definitely have to change that.
Yeah, there's only one time I've ever played.
Gonna have to, but I mean, I completely hear you. I get the guard up. I get it, especially when you're stepping into the entertainment industry. And like you said, being in a male-dominated sport, there is a sense of like a bit of puffing your chest and then a bit of protection, and before you can even like release yourself to the other women. But I do feel like where golf is headed now, there is a lot more women that are open,
yes,
collaborative.
Because there wasn't there's maybe you and there was a handful of others that just were showing golf in the entertainment side on social media. And then there's girls that have been golfing that are just golfers.
Right.
And
like pros. Yeah.
Pros and serious. And then there's the in-between. I'm an in-between. A lot of the girls now that are the creators we're the in-between. And there aren't many. So while you're trying to build your social media, then you're trying to golf and you're trying this and you have to worry about what you're wearing. There's so many elements that we don't discuss.
Yeah, that's a good point.
That are constantly happening. Yeah. One, I'm worried about what I look like. How do I look in this group? What is going on? How am I playing? There's so much that's happening. Yeah. And then you have these girls getting thrown into these spaces together. So many personalities forced to interact, and you only know them off of their social media. And depending on how they present themselves is how they're going to be perceived in person, which I feel like I had to constantly battle that. I'm like, look, I look one way, I act another. Please understand. Like I said, like I was like, I get it. My face looks mean sometimes. Like, I know, don't worry. I swear, I have to run around and be like, I'm nice.
Stay smiling.
I'll be like, I'll hug you, come here.
That's funny.
But the space itself I'm blessed. I'm so fortunate. There's nothing that I can say that this golf game hasn't done for me. There's, of course, there's places of growth as a whole. Always. But I'm lucky. I'm meeting this space with more support than there is any naysayers. At the end of the day, you may not like what I wore, but you saw my swing and you can't fight me on this. Do you know what I mean? Golf is kind of a show and prove type of sport.
It is.
And that is why I take the training so serious, because I've been so lucky to already come into a space that has a lot of love around it. So then if I don't take advantage of these gifts, essentially the opportunities, then I'm doing everybody a disservice.
Yeah.
So the game is growing.
The game is absolutely growing.
I am a part of the community of like, it's growing because of people like you and a lot of other creators and a lot of other women and pros just in the space showing not only, women, I will say golf and women get a lot more love amongst like the athletic scene than a lot of other women's sports do.
Yeah.
I feel like it's
there's a lot of support.
A lot of support. When you talk to those, when it's like you want to see a pure swing, you want to see good golf, watch women play. Like this conversation is very real amongst everybody that's involved, and I love that with the sport. So there's been that a lot of validation
for sure,
and people just want to see it grow in the right way. And of course, the entertainment side of it, we're gonna see what we can do. Right. That's how bills get paid.
Yeah, that's literally
that's how
facts.
bills get paid. But
that's facts.
Yeah, I'm loving the space, which is why I'm dedicating as much as I can to it.
Like, I didn't realize how serious you were taking it, so I think it's going to be very exciting to watch your journey and actually competing and whatnot, because it is a beast in itself. Yeah. Like, you're no stranger to competition and being an athlete, right. But I think this will be a very challenging but very fulfilling journey for you.
Yeah.
So we are already winding down here, and the last thing we will talk about for just like a quick couple minutes is the dating life. How are we doing? How are the streets?
I'm never in the streets. First off.
Yeah.
I'm in the crosswalk, okay? I'm trying to get through the street to the other side.
There you go.
All right? Okay. I don't like to play in the road. This is not Frogger, okay?
Out here dodging right now. Out here fighting for your life,
I'm fighting for my life. I just want to get to the other side, okay?
Yeah.
But it's interesting. I'm lucky. I meet amazing people.
Sure.
I've dated some really amazing people. Currently, technically single.
Okay.
In the dating space right now, there are people that I really am excited for the alignment.
Yeah.
That is the word that I'm using a lot these days.
It.
Who aligns, which is why I'm so open to travel and to experiencing new things and places, because I haven't met my perfect
Your
partner.
Person? Okay.
Yeah, I haven't met
okay.
my person yet, but I think I'm close.
You think you're close?
I think I'm close.
Okay, name me your green flags, dating green flags.
Ooh, great at communicating.
Oh, has to be.
Oh, communicators. Oh,
Literally.
talk. Oh, I love that.
Oh, they respond back fast.
Oh my God. You just told me what you're going to do before I needed to ask. Oh, you do what you say you're going to do? Oh, Lord.
Accountability? Oh.
See,
so tough. Yeah.
Okay. But that's definitely one. I like focused individuals. They have drive. I think that's that's a green flag. I want to be someone's world. Don't get me wrong. I definitely want to be the center of your universe.
Absolutely.
But the greenest flag that I can see is someone that has whatever they got going on, but then they're supportive of what I got going on.
Absolutely.
That, to me, someone who believes in this crazy ass dream that I have is a green flag. And the biggest red flag is when somebody asks me, like, why are you doing that?
Oh, absolutely.
Red flag, you just do it for attention.
Right. Oh. That's an immediate goodbye.
Goodbye. But yeah, the communication, understanding, kindness. I really like gentlemen, or even gentlewomen. I'm very
We're open.
Yes, I am open.
Yeah.
I like those that are caring, that are loving, compassionate, family oriented, all the things that make up a good human. Of course, I find, wave them red flags. Now, mind you, I'm colorblind sometimes. Every once in a while, I know I'm the problem sometimes.
That's so funny. But you know what you're looking for. It is out there. And I feel like with the whole perception and life switch for you, you are just like that much closer to it. 100%.
Like I said, I'm on the right path. I know I'm on the right path.
All right, y'all. So basically, Nikki is single. She is very open. She told you her green flags. She loves to golf. She's a full package. You already know what the drill is.
Yeah, but don't slide into my DMs asking to take me. That's another thing, too. I may say I'm open, but that's not an invitation. She asked a question.
Yeah, I asked a question.
She asked it, not the rest of y'all. Stop asking me to golf with you.
That is one way to try and get you on a date, I guess.
That is too long. You know what?
That's true.
One of the
That is too long.
One of the worst first dates I went on when I started golfing was golfing with someone. That is far too long. It's far too much time.
Also, how are we going to be cute the whole time?
And I wasn't that good. The person was like, I don't know if you are like messing with me. Are you good? Are you not good? Like, no, it was horrible. Don't golf in dates.
Maybe not the first date then.
Absolutely not. That's too much time together.
Okay.
No.
All right. Well, where can everybody find you?
You can find me on everything at Nikki Blades. You have Instagram. We have TikTok is kind of something that I'm doing.
Okay.
A little bit. Working on the YouTube channel as we speak. So I'm going to be documenting my journey.
I love that, as you should.
And we're in the process of doing that right now, so keep an eye out for that. We're on Twitch, No Chaser Podcast with myself, Tim, and Rick.
That's right.
But yeah, that is where you can find me. Nikki Street Eats, Blades Golf Club, Nikki Blades, that's me.
That is right. Nikki, thank you so much for joining the party. It was such a pleasure having you.
Yay!
That's right.